Hi everybody, I'm Lisa and I'm a FIMO artist from Germany, and today we are going to make super cute pumpkin rings with FIMO Soft. And I'm curious if there's anyone in the stream so far. So I'm curious who's there, so please type into the chat from where you're watching. I'm really excited for our workshop today. So I have my laptop here so I can see what you are writing. So today we are going to make pumpkin rings with FIMO Soft. And don't worry if you have not worked with FIMO Soft so far. It's a super easy project. It's really beginner friendly. So I will show you all the steps here. I will switch my camera later so you can see everything that I do. And at the end of the workshop, you will have your own cute pumpkin rings. Yay! So please type into the chat from where you're watching. I'm really excited who is with me in the workshop today. This is the first one of 6 seasonal FIMO workshops that will take place on this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. The first 2 ones are with the topic of fall, with the pumpkin rings, and 2 weeks later we will make super nice leaf earrings. And then every 2 weeks there will be another FIMO workshop. So make sure to take part and to make really nice FIMO projects. Hi, there are also some friends from Germany. Hi from Denmark. Hi from Berlin. Hi from Düsseldorf. So we are a bit international today, Germany and Denmark. Perhaps there are also other countries. So just type into the chat. I'm excited to see where you're watching from. So this is the first one of 6 seasonal workshops. And today we are going to make these super cute rings. Looking into the chat. And now I'm also curious if you have worked with FIMO before. Just type into the chat if you've worked with FIMO before. And don't worry if you haven't. It's super easy and I will show you all the steps for our pumpkin rings. Type into the chat if you have worked with FIMO before. So if you have any questions, if I'm too fast, for example, if I need to show something again during a workshop, just type it into the chat as well, because then I can repeat the steps, no worries. And also the FIMO team is on here as well. The FIMO team supports me in the chat, so if I miss any question or anything, just the FIMO team will answer. So no worries, all questions will be answered. So Kune Coco has worked with FIMO before, but not recently. And also, I'm really curious if you have the materials, if you have FIMO with you, and if you are going to make pumpkin rings today, or if you're just watching, and both is totally fine. So Camilla says, I haven't. I went and bought FIMO yesterday. I bought FIMO Soft and Effect. What's the difference? That's a perfect question, because before we're going to start, I'm going to tell you a little bit about FIMO, because there are also some beginners here today. That's the reason I'm going to tell you a bit about the basics and show you the different kinds of FIMO. I'm going to switch my camera first, so you can see what I am doing here. Just 1 second. So now you should be able to see what I am doing here. I'm just adjusting the camera a little so you have the best view. That's fine, isn't it? That looks good. Perfect. Okay, so FIMO is basically a soft modeling clay. It's super easy to shape, so it looks like this when you unpack it. And you can handle it even if you are a beginner. It's super, super easy to shape, especially FIMO Soft. FIMO Soft, as the name suggests, is super soft. That's also one of the differences to FIMO Effect, but there are other differences as well, because FIMO Effect is mostly a bit harder, and it has several effects. For example, this one has a granite look. It looks a bit like stone with some silver particles. It looks really cool. And they are always a bit harder to knead, and the FIMO Soft is softer, as the name suggests. But no worries, they are both really, really easy to work with. FIMO Soft is available in 30 colors. And for the project today, I suggested 3 colors. But of course, you can use any colors you like. You don't have to use the colors, the color that I use. So you can use any color you like. You can use FIMO Soft. You can also use FIMO Effect or whatever you want. And FIMO Effect is a clay that has some special effects depending on the FIMO Effect. And here I have a granite look, for example. And there is also FIMO Leather Effect. FIMO Leather Effect is a bit special. We will not work with FIMO Leather Effect today, but in the workshop in 2 weeks. So you can already look forward to it, because FIMO Leather Effect looks like this when it's hardened. And you can use it like leather. It's a bit similar to leather. You can cut it, you can also sew it. And these examples are with FIMO Leather Effect. And little spoiler, these are the earrings we will make in 2 weeks in our next workshop. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. You can also subscribe to the FIMO newsletter so you don't miss any of our workshops. And these super nice leaf earrings we will make in 2 weeks with FIMO Leather Effect. But FIMO Leather Effect is not what we're going to use today. We are going to use FIMO Soft today. So Camilla, I hope your question is answered. FIMO Soft and FIMO Effect are really similar. The big difference is FIMO Soft is a bit softer, and FIMO Effect has special effects. So please type into the chat what color you are going to use today for your pumpkin rings. I will take my rings off so I can work a little bit better with the FIMO. So, but I have my rings here. I move my camera a little so you can see them. So. Okay. So that's perfect now. Okay, so you can also see my examples here. And here you can see my Instagram handle, as well as the FIMO Stapler Instagram handle. And you can post your results there later on. Okay, so now we are going to start working with FIMO. What do we need? We need a clean surface. This is really, really important. We need a clean and clear surface, because when working with FIMO, all dust and all textures are shown in the FIMO when it isn't clean. So we definitely need a super clean surface. And then we need to clean our hands. This is also really important, because when our hands are dirty, the FIMO will get dirty as well. Okay. Now we are going to start. You please type in the chat which color you will use. My suggestions are stormy gray, peach, and Sahara. You see the examples here. Here I use those colors and they are super, super nice and I really like them for the pumpkins. Also, you need your pumpkin template. You could have printed it out before, but of course you can also use you can also cut out the pumpkin like free-handedly. You don't need the template. Perhaps you're that creative. Okay. So type into the chat which color you will use. I'm super excited to hear which FIMO color you are going to use. I think I'm going to start with a stormy gray because I think it looks really, really nice and elegant. You can see it here. That looks really, really nice. And later we will add a golden touch here. That looks super nice. We will use a golden marker for it. Here you see the peach. And here you can see all of them. And out of the leftovers, later we will make these rings as well, because you have always leftovers. And for the pumpkin rings, you really, really not need much FIMO. Actually, I think you can make like more than 10 rings or even more out of this FIMO block. Okay, first we will start with a knife. So if you do not have a knife at the moment, go fetch one in your kitchen. And we need the acrylic roller. The acrylic roller has a really, really nice and clear surface. And we use this one to roll the FIMO, so there are not any textures in the FIMO later on. And as an alternative, you can also use a glass bottle, for example. Okay, first step, we will unpack the FIMO and cut like, I think, 3 ribs out of the FIMO. And then we are going to roll that out. I will make a little bit of space here because we do not need that stuff. And I just roll it out really nicely with my acrylic roller. And actually, with those pumpkin rings, you can also make the rings out of FIMO. I have some examples here where I used ring templates that I just glued on, but you can really just make rings of FIMO and glue them to the pumpkins later on. So we really just need the FIMO. It's not a lot of materials that you need. Oh, I need to roll here once again until it's really nice and even. I turn my FIMO again and again until I have a really, really nice, flat and even shape. And pay attention that it doesn't get too thin, because you want to carve these lines into the pumpkin. And if you want me to show something again, if you have any questions, just type them into the chat and me or the FIMO team will answer. I like to use baking paper to put my FIMO onto, because it's easier to get the FIMO from the baking paper when I have cut the shapes into the FIMO. Okay, then I will leave you a little bit of time so you can roll out your FIMO, because as a next step, we will already put the pumpkin template onto the FIMO and then cut it out. Kuno Coco writes, so clever to use the baking paper. Yes, I haven't done this in the past, and it's really annoying when you want to take your FIMO object and then it gets messy again because when you want to remove it from the surface. So I always use baking paper because it's much easier to work with then. Okay, so I hope you have your FIMO rolled out by now. And as a next step, we will cut out the pumpkin. I put my pumpkin template onto the FIMO. Yours is nicer that you have downloaded because this is my hand-drawn one that I used for the template. And then I just use a very sharp knife and cut out my pumpkin. It's super easy if you just turn. No, that wasn't so nice. That wasn't so nice, and that happens. So I will roll it out again. And that's the great thing about FIMO. If you make any mistakes, if you don't like it, you can just roll it out again. If you don't like your first one, just make a ball, roll it out again, and start anew. Okay, let's start again. This time nicer, because I didn't like the pumpkin I cut out. Okay. I think this will turn out nicer, definitely. It's super easy if you just spin the baking paper around. Okay. Here I need the pumpkin stem. Not forgetting it. So I will connect these two and cut it out. First, you cut it out roughly, so don't worry if it doesn't turn out perfect in the first step, because we will use the modeling tools to smoothen the edges. Kunekoko says, remember what Bob Ross said, there are no mistakes, just happy little FIMO accidents. I think that's exactly what he said, especially with the FIMO accidents. So then I will remove my template, and I think that does already look like a pumpkin. Not like a perfect pumpkin, but it looks like a pumpkin. And now I will smoothen the edges. I use the corners of my finger to smoothen the edges, and also my modeling tools. I have these modeling tools here, but you can also use tools for baking, for example, if you don't have these FIMO modeling tools. So you can always get a bit creative what you use as tools. If you don't have the official tools at home, you can also take a look what you have in your kitchen. When working with FIMO, kitchen tools do often work really well. So now I smoothen the edges a little bit so that it gets really nice and smooth, because the rings are not that small. So you see a lot of it, and we want it really nice and smooth. The back side is not that important because it's on the back of your finger. So I just make the front really nice and smooth. Okay, and the next step is we will work on the typical pumpkin pattern. You have the pumpkin pattern on your template as well. I have my hand-drawn template where I just sketched it a little. And for the pumpkin pattern, you can use your knife. And I recommend not to use the sharp side of your knife, but the other side. Or you can use your modeling tools. I will use my modeling tools And I will start drawing a line in the middle that is a little bit curved. And it comes down to the bottom. And I will draw that really, really nicely and smoothly. And I don't want to cut through the pumpkin, but I want to do it really, really smoothly. And on the other side as well. It's like a little circle. Not a circle, but the other thing. I don't know the word. The long circle. And then I will repeat it here again. So we have 4 lines, 4 pumpkin lines to get the really typical pumpkin pattern. And that looks really pumpkin-y so far, I think. I'm super curious which colors you are using. Type into the chat which colors you are using for your pumpkin rings. I'm super excited and curious to know. And if the lines are not perfect when you try first, you can smoothen them out a little and work on them. You can like get really perfectionist when working on your pumpkin. And we have a lot of time today, so don't worry. Regular Wonderland says, I'm such a traditionalist, orange or white. Orange or white is totally nice and fine. I have orange and white here as well. But I think the gray ones are super elegant. And you can see it very well what I'm doing. Mint and pale pink, says Camilla. Oh, wow. I'm sure that looks really awesome as well. So when you have your pumpkins finished, please tag me and Statler and use the hashtag #myfimo because I'm super curious to see them. When you post your stuff on Instagram, you can make a story, for example, and I'm super curious to see your pumpkins. So I'm now smoothening the lines so they turn out really, really nice. And they don't have to be symmetrical. So no worries. Pumpkins in nature are not symmetrical as well. So yours don't have to be. And actually, I love drawing and making nature stuff because you can always say, in nature, most things are not symmetrical as well. Some are, but not all. Okay. That looks super nice, I think. And as a next step, we are going to make the rings. And this is so easy. It's so easy. You will just take a little more FIMO, a little bit, so you can make a little FIMO ball. Okay, I will roll a little FIMO ball. That's super nice and smooth. Okay, and then I will roll a little strand of FIMO. Actually, a longer strand of FIMO. I will roll and roll and roll. Okay. Oh, that looks kind of nice already. And then you can decide how you want your ring to look. I have, for example, this ring. It's a little twisted ring. I think it looks super Halloween-y. I love it. Also this twisted ring, or you can make a flat ring. A flat ring is also totally fine. It totally depends on what you like best. I think I will make a twisted ring so you can see how it's done. So I need another color and I will take the orange. Well, that will be super Halloween-y. I love it already. And I will roll the orange out as well. I will roll and roll and roll. And while I'm rolling, you can type into the chat if you celebrate Halloween where you are living or if you don't. In Germany, in the last years, Halloween is being celebrated more and more, definitely. And last year there were also little children ringing at our house wanting sweets. But it's definitely not as much as in the US. You can type into the chat if in your country Halloween is celebrated. And of course, you can also use the pumpkin rings for fall, just as a fall accessory. They are not only for Halloween, of course. So I have my 2 strands of FIMO and I will just twist them. I will twist them. That looks super nice. I think it even looks very yummy. I will twist them and roll them and roll them and roll them. It's a lot of rolling when working with FIMO, as you can see. And of course, we do not need all of this for our ring, so I will cut a little bit out. And then I think I like my ring. And you need to decide how thick your ring shall be. And the next step is you need to measure. Just put it around your finger and then be a little careful. We do not want real blood here, although it's for Halloween. And then I put it on my baking paper once again and put the ends together. And the ends do not have to match super nicely. Don't worry if they don't, because we will glue the pumpkin where the ends come together later on. So no worries. Okay. And then I will use my modeling tools to put the ends together so they mend with each other. And so I have my ring. And now I have another idea for you, because of course you don't need to leave your pumpkin like this. You can also give your pumpkin little leaves or even little, I don't know how it's called, little swirls. Let's call it little swirls. Just like with this pumpkin right here. I think that looks super nice. I added a little leaf here and a little swirl. And here I just rolled out a bit of FIMO. Then I cut it. And now I need to be really precise. I put it here on my pumpkin. And then I use my modeling tool and make a little swirl. It takes some time. Okay. Yeah, that looks cute. That looks super cute. And then I will also add a little leaf. And of course, the leaves don't have to be green, for example. You can also use leaves in white. For example, if you have the pastel colors like Camilla, you can also make little white leaves if you want. But you can also make a super minimal pumpkin. You don't have to add the decorations. So, no, I don't like the leaf so far. As Kuno Coco has said, happy little FIMO accidents. So no worries if you don't like your first result. You can just put it together again and start anew. And I think this one looks nice. This little leaf. Yeah, that looks super cute. Doesn't it? It looks super cute. And I think there could also be more swirls. And if you want a really cute pumpkin, you could also add a little face if you want. You can make cute little eyes. You can make them out of FIMO, for example, out of black FIMO. Or you could use a little pen and add them later on. I think I'm getting a little bit carried away with the swirls right now. But after this one, I think I'm finished. And it's so cute. It's so cute. I always love these little extra details. I think that's super nice. Super nice. Okay, so what we have right here is our pumpkin and our ring. And as a next step, I would put my pumpkin and my ring into the oven because FIMO is hardened in the oven. And you can always take a look at your FIMO package. And there you can see how long FIMO comes in the oven and at which temperature. FIMO Soft is at 110 degrees for 30 minutes in the oven. And I recommend to use an oven thermometer to ensure the right temperature in the oven. You need to preheat it. That's super important so you get the temperature right. Because if you leave the FIMO in the oven for too long, the color will be really unpleasant and will look burnt, and that's really not good. And if it's it's in the oven for only a very little time, it won't get hard. So in order to get a really nice, durable result, it needs to go in the oven for 30 minutes at 110 degrees. Charlotte says in the UK we celebrate Halloween, but also not as much as in the US. Yes, in Germany it's also the case. There are also Halloween parties in Germany, for example. There are children going from house to house, but definitely not as much as in the US. So I recommend that you do the hardening afterwards, because what we are doing now is really, really not much. There's not much work left for our little pumpkin. And because we do not have the time right now that I hardened this one, I did it like they do it in the cooking shows. And I prepared one. Here, I have prepared one already. And I have also prepared a little ring to glue it onto. So let's take this one. And actually, what you are going to do now is only gluing those two together. And another example what you can do. Wait a moment. Another example is you can paint the stem of the pumpkin. I use a metallic marker to paint the stem of the pumpkin. And I think that looks super nice and elegant. And now I'm going to preheat my glue so I can glue the ring and the pumpkin together. And that takes some time. So I will preheat it and also put here a little baking paper under it. RLD's Notion Art says, I should have bought some FIMO. It's so beautiful to see her do it. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Okay. Then I need to wait until my super glue is heated up. Wait, wait, wait. I'm still waiting. It takes some time. So I'm excited if you have also made the rings yourself or if you are using template rings. Ah, there it is. Okay, so now we can glue everything together. I'm just putting some super glue on the back of the pumpkin. And you can use like really a lot of it. You can be a bit abundant with the glue because it needs to stick together really well. And then I will just put it together. And then I will press like really well. And I pay attention to my fingers. And I also pay attention that I use the side where I put both ends together and press this side into the pumpkin. So this is hidden later on. And this super glue, it dries really fast. So in some seconds, you can see how it looks on the finger. And also my other one, I will glue this together as well. Just 1 second. Okay. I will put some super glue on it again. Oh. So I need to pay attention to not throw things around. And it really doesn't matter that much how it looks on the back. So the most important thing is that it fits together. So, oh, I will let this one dry. Okay. So, and I think we have enough time to make some more rings out of the wrists. And if you want, you can do it with me. You can just take your FIMO rests and make some nice twisted rings together with me. Because we have so much FIMO left, you can actually make so many rings out of one block, as you can see. Okay, I will twist another strand of FIMO and another gray one. And as you can see, out of only 2 FIMO blocks, there's so much left. And this will be a super nice Halloween collection. And here you can see the finished ring. And doesn't it look super cute? This is the one without the gold. And this is the one with the gold. And it looks so nice, doesn't it? And I think the gray looks just super, super elegant. I love it so much. And no worries if you're just watching and if you're thinking, oh, I want to make them as well, you can watch the video later on. The video will be put on the FIMO channel. So don't worry. If you could not make it to bring FIMO today, you can watch it later on the FIMO channel. It will be put there, and re-upload it after our little live. And also, if you have been crafting with me today, you can also, of course, watch the video later on. Kunokoko says the rings are so cute. Thank you. And Charlotte asks, which glue are you using? That's a glue gun, actually. It's a heat glue gun. It just looks like a pen, but it's a heat glue gun, and it's just regular hot glue. Hot glue. It's called hot glue, not heat glue. It's just hot glue. But you can also use super glue. It's also totally fine. Super glue is also totally suitable for FIMO jewelry. I also use super glue very often, but I'm a bit clumsy when crafting. And with super glue, I always glue my hands together and have super glue all over my hands. So I really prefer hot glue because it can be removed easier. But if you're not that clumsy when crafting, you can, of course, also just use super glue. Okay. And we have another twisted ring. Super cute. And you could also make it a bit smaller and make a little bow. Oh, that's very cute. I just had an idea. I could add a little bow to this one. Oh, that's so nice and Halloweeny, I think. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think you see where I am, what I'm trying to do. So you can get like really creative with all the rest and can make a little bow. Okay, that's really super cute. That will be so nice when it's hardened. Okay, and I love it. I love cute stuff. I just love cute stuff. Okay, so we have actually much more time to make another pumpkin. And I think I'm just going to make an orange one because I have not made a classic orange pumpkin so far. And if you have any questions regarding FIMO, in general, regarding our project, just write it into the chat. I'm here, the FIMO team is here, we are here to help you. So if you have any questions in general regarding our project, regarding the hardening, whatever, just type it into the chat. Okay. Next one. As you can see, it's a super easy project. We can make so many little pumpkins during the time we have right now. Okay, not forgetting the stem. I'm already super excited to put everything in the oven later on. And don't forget to look on the FIMO package. Here you can see how long it needs to be put in the oven and at which degrees. Okay. I think I will make one with a face now. This will be my last pumpkin for today. It will get a little face. That will be peak cute. That will be super adorable. Okay. So. Now I will smoothen the edges, and after your second and third and 100th pumpkin, it will get like super easy because you already know all the steps. And this is also a super nice idea for a Halloween party. If you are planning to do a Halloween party, you could make some pumpkin rings together. That's a nice idea, isn't it? Is any one of you planning to do a Halloween party? I don't, because I think it's exhausting to plan a party, but I like going to parties, but I don't like planning parties. So I am drawing the lines once again. So they are super nice and have a rounded shape. Jenny says, what a cute idea, crafty Halloween party, love that. You can make one. I would come. So we smoothen the lines really nicely. And I just looked at our time. We still have a little bit of time, so I can still make a little face for the pumpkin. And because it's small, we do, of course, need a really, really small face. So I will make really, really mini eyes. Okay, they are too big. They are too big. They need to be really small, I think. Micro eyes. I'm usually not putting faces on stuff so much, but I think here it's like super cute. Oh, that will be super cute. I'm seeing it already. Okay. The next eye. I hope they are the same size. Okay. Okay, that will be super, super cute. Of course, you could also make a classic pumpkin face, like with the carved mouth and stuff, but I want a cute one. So it's just cute eyes, dotty eyes, and a really cute smiling mouth. And this will be the challenge, the mouth. Okay. Okay, that wasn't the plan, but okay, that's super fun. You will see it in a second. Okay, it doesn't look really happy, but I will remove it once again. And yay! Okay, I think I have it. I think I have it. I don't have it. It's not that easy, but I'm totally dedicated to the cute mouth. Okay. Ah, yeah. Here it is. Here it is. Our super cute pumpkin mouth. Oh, that's really, really, really cute. Charlotte asks, which FIMO clay do you suggest for keychains? I suggest FIMO Soft. That's perfect for keychains. This keychain, for example, this is made with FIMO Soft. And you see how hard it gets after hardening. This is FIMO Soft. So it's absolutely perfect for keychains. And I'm so happy that I have a little smiling pumpkin. And also my other pumpkin rings. Super cute. And I would like you to type into the chat if you have your pumpkins finished already or if you are still crafting. I'm curious to know if you have your pumpkins finished. or if you are still crafting. And after our little session, you can just watch the whole video and then also watch the tips for gluing together. And if you like, you can, of course, paint the stem of your pumpkin or also draw a little face on your pumpkin. They're so nice, aren't they? Charlotte asks, I wonder which designs will work well for Christmas rings. For the next FIMO workshops, there will definitely also be Christmas workshops. I'm not sure if they are rings, but they are super cute designs for earrings. Cheriko says, very cute. Thank you, Cheriko. And I'm excited how the orange or white pumpkins turned out and how the mint and pale pink pumpkins turned out. So when you're finished, when you have everything finished, please make an Instagram post, tag me, tag FIMO Stedler, and use the hashtag MyFIMO. And I will take a look if there are any more questions. And if you still have any questions, then please type them into the chat. And the FIMO team says, we will run live workshops for Christmas charms and Christmas earrings in December. I didn't remember which jewelry it was, but the earrings, I already saw them. They are so nice. They are really, really nice. So from now on, every 2 weeks, there will be FIMO live workshops. In 2 weeks from now, I will do another FIMO live workshop, and we will make these super nice leaf earrings with FIMO leather effect. FIMO leather effect is absolutely amazing. With FIMO leather effect, you can roll that out, and after hardening, you can bend it, you can cut it, and you can also sew it. That's super exciting to work with. I totally recommend to take part in this workshop. It will be here on Wednesday in 2 weeks, and we will make these super nice earrings. And actually for these earrings, I made such a FIMO plate, and then I just cut it out with scissors. This is super exciting, so definitely take part in the next workshop as well. And we will make these super nice earrings. Okay, I will switch my camera once again so you can see me once again. And if you have any questions left, then please type them into the chat. Okay. Okay. Oh. So, nice to see you once again. So, here I am. There she is. Yeah. So, today we have made super nice FIMO rings. Super nice FIMO pumpkin rings. And you have made your own pumpkin rings as well. And out of the leftovers, I suppose you have made cute little twisted rings. Super, super nice and so, so lovely. And I am so excited to see your results. So make sure when your rings are hardened, then upload a photo to Instagram, please. I want to see them. Tag me and tag FIMO Stadler and use the hashtag MyFIMO because I'm super excited to see your results in your favorite colors with your little additions, and I'm just excited to see them. And thank you so much for participating in the chat. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for the super nice evening. And I hope you love your FIMO rings that you have crafted today. And if you like this workshop, then make sure to participate in the next workshop as well. Every 2 weeks, there will be FIMO live workshops from now on, basically until Christmas. The next workshop will be with a fall topic again. We will make leaf earrings, and then there will be winter jewelry workshops and Christmas jewelry workshops. Thank you so much for your kind words in the chat. It was super nice and a lot of fun. And if you don't want to miss any of the workshop, make sure to subscribe to the FIMO channel and make sure to subscribe to the FIMO newsletter. And thank you so much. It was a super nice and inspiring evening, and I want to see your results later on, so make sure to upload them. So see you next time. See you in 2 weeks when we will make FIMO leather effect earrings. They are so nice, and if you have not worked with FIMO leather effect so far, this is a workshop you should definitely not miss. It's so much fun to work with FIMO leather effect. So see you next time and have a wonderful evening. And also a lot of fun with finishing your FIMO pumpkin rings. Bye!